Are you wondering if the Michael Essien SBC is worth it? We're here to give you our opinion.
Yes, Rob, so you were lucky enough to actually pack him from your Icon SBC. You didn't have to go and grind him. But yeah, that sounds like a night and a half, doesn't it?
That sounds like fun.
Rob, first impressions on the card. What did you think of him? Because obviously he is probably the most premium CDM that we've got at the minute in terms of SBC and on the market for a sensible price.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, obviously, if you've not seen me pack him, go and check out the video. Link is in the top right corner, but he's a premium centre mid, Jack. He really is. I couldn't, like his stats. I think we always say the same, don't we, with icons. You know, the stats maybe aren't amazing, but he plays way above them. Way above them. I've got him and Kessie. Kessie is very good, but I think Essien's just a level above, and it's somewhat surprising because his stats maybe aren't as good, but he's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
Like you say, Rob, icons have always just got that extra little bit of cheese. They've just, you know, they get to that second ball. They're a little bit quicker on the recovery. Like you say, Rob, it's not really reflecting his stats, but we all know about the icon bullshit. So, Rob, what was your favourite thing about the card?
Favourite thing about him, just his ball winning ability. You know, when you're, particularly in FIFA these days, you know, you're always controlling your CDMs. It's probably the player that you are, like, user controlling the most in your team, I'd say. Particularly off the ball. Definitely. Doing that, running around, you know, trying to win possession, he's unbelievable at it. He feels so fast. His strength, he just is, you know, he's lengthy as well, which always helps. I think gone are the days of having centre mids like Kante. I think they just feel that, you know, long leg trait is useful this year, Jack.
For sure. And I think, like you say, with being lengthy, it's such an advantage now. Having those stronger centre mids, whether they are fast or slow in terms of the pace numbers, they just feel so much better. They feel stronger. It's like Casemiro. He's a very good option. But Essien's got that luxury in that. So, Rob, his stats, kind of like archetype, there's not many players like him. You know, you've got Tonali, Zakaria, Kessie, and then there's not many others. But I think, like you say, Rob, Essien is a kind of a level above all of those.
Yeah, absolutely. He may not look at, like, stats-wise. I mean, stats are good, don't get me wrong. But just in terms of playing for the badge, winning the ball, having that aggression, unmatched from what I've used. You know, 85 strength, 87 aggression, 90 stamina. He can go all night, and he's aggressive about it, is what I'll say.
Yeah, he's rough. I suppose this is the burning question on everyone's mind that's watching the review. Would you pay 467k for the SBC, or at least, you know, pay some coins towards it with untradables and everything? Do you think he's worth it?
The thing I'll tell you what I like about it. Base Essien, you may not know this if if you're new to the game or you've not really looked into it, but his base is better than his mid. So this is the best Essien card available right now, which makes him one of the best centre mids in the game right now, in my opinion. I think it comes with a caveat of the fact that if you are happy with your team, you don't need chemistry, get him in. He's going to be amazing. Obviously, he gets on 3 chems straight away if you play him in the right position, but he's not helping anyone out, Jack. He is a selfish no, only gives 2 chem points to Ghanaians. And there's not a load of them, is there?
That's a real shame. In terms of icons this year, it's a huge, huge L.
Yeah.
Because players like Essien and the other kind of like slightly obscure nations, they just don't bring anything to your team in terms of chemistry. And ironically, that's what icons are meant to be completely about. Obviously, you know, despite the fact that they are the best cards in the game sometimes, they do link to everyone back in the day. And you could have like 4-5-1 and just cap off a position really easily. But this year, they, like you say, Rob, selfish lovers, a lot of them.
He's a very, very good centre mid, a very good CDM. You know, he'll play in that lone role in like a 4-1-2-1-2, and he can also play in that CDM role, centre mid role in like a 4-4-2 as the more defensive one. I partnered him with De Jong. Very good partnership. Very, very good partnership. You know, De Jong's sort of like more progressive one, you know, like line breaking passes, stuff like that. Essien uses him as purely like a ball winning centre mid.
Yeah, breaks up the play very nicely.
Yeah.
Which you kind of expect with the defending stats that he has got.
Yes.
Rob, apart from the links, what was it that you didn't like about the card? Was there anything that stood out for you?
Nothing really that was an issue, I don't think. I mean, his shooting, obviously, I mean, he's got 65 finishing. You're not going to be going up front with him, are you? A lot.
No. I don't think you do the SBC expecting to get an absolute KDB-like finisher inside the box. You know, he's very obviously a CDM, I think. You know, yes, you can play him centre mid, but he's going to be that more defensive one for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's like what you expect, isn't it? Obviously, his dribbling as well, not the greatest. I think it's usable at this point in the game, purely for the fact that left stick dribbling isn't like great at the minute anyway. Kind of blends in, doesn't feel too bad. And you know, we're using players with like 60 agility, 60 balance up top, like your Sorloth and your Haaland, so it's not too bad at all. That's genuinely it. Everything else is perfect. He feels rapid, he's so strong, he's so good at defending. If you need a premium centre mid, if you're happy with your team, you need someone to shore up, sitting in front of the defence. He's going to be that guy for you. If you've got a Ghanaian team, get him straight bloody in there, you know what I mean?
With all that being said, what are you giving him out of 10?
Out of 10, Jack. Any guesses?
I'm going to say like a 9.75.
You're right. I've gone for an 9.75. I think there's genuinely, like, you could argue, you know, he's only got 3-star skills, but I think like the combination of the skills and the dribbling, that's kind of it. I don't want to mark him down for the fact that he doesn't get many links. I think that's a bit harsh.
Yeah. You could argue it was quite racist, actually. Okay, Rob, value for coins. What are you giving him? Because his SBC currently is about 470k from scratch. Obviously, guys, don't do any SBCs from scratch. Always make sure you've got some untradables to go towards it. And on the market, Rob, he is 500k. What do you think to that?
It's a lot. It is a hell of a lot. I think if you're looking and you need, you know, a centre mid like this and you're going to complete in 460k, I tell you to build a time machine and go and complete the Essien SBC, Jack.
I think it's way too expensive to do at this point in the game, personally. I think it's a little early to do these type of SBCs. The game's only been out a month. We've got lots of good centre mids already that are very serviceable. And I just think you're going to regret putting a lot of fodder into this card, you know, maybe in a month or two.
Yeah.
When we are going to get a lot more premium SBCs and there's going to be a lot of players like, you know, Chouameni will get an upgrade, Kessie as well. There's plenty of people that will keep you going for now. I don't think Essien's one of those that you rush out to complete unless you are maybe a big Chelsea fan or, you know, just a fan of Essien himself. I mean, Rob, in past years, I've been absolute in love with the guy. I loved him a couple of years ago. But for me, I'm staying away from it.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. I'm actually yet to use the Kessie upgrade as well, so I imagine he's an absolute beast. And I think it's one of them where you'll end up completing him and you'll pack like a player of his role, like a CDM, like a week after. It'll just annoy you.
Yeah, I don't think he's worth it, guys, at all, in my opinion.
In terms of chem style, I went with a shadow. You know, it gets the pace, gets the defending up. No brainer, in my opinion. Keeps him lengthy as well, which is always nice.
Yeah, don't put engine on him, because that makes him controlled. You want him to be nice and lengthy. Guys, that has been the Michael Essien player review. Let us know if you've done the SBC down below and what you think of the card. Make sure to subscribe, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Twitch, all that good stuff is down below. But until next time, I've been Jack.
I've been Robbie.
And we've been Backpage Game, and we'll see you in the next one.
See you later.